The strategic focus area for this year is people and employee satisfaction. That's one of our strategic goals for the overall organization. And what we're trying to do is create a culture where we think of ourselves as one team and we're always working towards the same goals, all of us in all three offices. So improving communication to our employees is very important, and we're trying to accomplish that through several means. First of all are these short videos that I put together once a quarter on topics of interest. The first video that we did was on compensation, and I thought this time it would be good to talk about employee satisfaction. That's important to everyone. Also, we're holding department meetings, and that is in addition to the every other month staff meeting that we currently have. That way we feel that employees will be more informed. Also, we're discussing financial topics at all of our staff meetings, and that's not something that we've done in the past, but it's something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. The first topic we talked about was for-profit and non-for-profit, what that means, what are the differences. The last meeting we talked about the balance sheet, and we feel it's very important for employees to know that the company's doing well and what some of our assets are, what some of our liabilities are, and what the net worth of the company overall is. Our next topic, which will be in July, will be on the income statement, and we'll talk about where our revenue sources are coming from, what our expenses are, and I think that's another good topic that is quite an eye-opener for employees to understand where our money is being spent. Also, we instituted the employee suggestion box online through the portal, and that began in February. We've gotten 7 responses from employees for suggestions, and I believe 5 of those have been implemented. What we do, we get back with the employee, we let them know if it's something that we can implement. If it is, we communicate it to all the employees. And if it's something that we can't do, then we would explain why we couldn't do that and what the reason was behind it. So that's been very successful. I'd like to see employees to keep doing that and putting forth suggestions. We've had some really good suggestions since February. Another item that we want to do is foster collaboration and teamwork, and as you know, we're holding the team building days. We've had 2 in May, and we have 2 scheduled in June. Gotten a lot of positive feedback from employees, and I think people are enjoying the chance to meet with their peers and their counterparts in the different offices, and the intent was to get people together to share ideas, collaborate, have a chance to meet and talk to each other. We have a lot of employees who've worked here many years and have never had a chance to meet people from the other offices, so we thought that would be a nice thing for the employees to get together as a group with the 3 offices together. Also, we're going to spotlight departments. We've done that with the last meeting, the Regulatory Compliance Department. We have 2 other departments coming up in July and September that we'll spotlight, and most likely we'll continue that into next year. And the idea behind that is to understand that we're all pieces of the puzzle, we all work together, and the value that each department brings to the organization. And then lastly, we are going to have an employee survey. We do a full-blown survey every other year, and in the in-between years we do a brief 5 or 6 question Survey Monkey. So this year will be a full-blown survey. It'll happen around the fall sometime, and what we'll do is sit down with a report. It's completely anonymous. We do this through NHPCO, and we just get the feedback from them, and it's in a generic format, doesn't have anybody's names, or just has the comments and the scoring. So we know what the areas are that we might need to improve on, and then we will sit down as departments in small groups and discuss what we can do to improve some of those areas. So we will close the loop on that just to make sure that we do take a look at those items and get those improvements made. So basically, the employees they're the foundation for our company, all of you. And so it's important that we focus on these areas. The management team and the board realizes that that's an important topic and an important area for us to focus on. So hopefully this has been helpful, and we're continuing to always strive to improve employee satisfaction in the future.